Welcome to the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 meters above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Smith lines up on pole position, and Daniil Kvyat lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Magnussen, Pierre Gasly, and Vettel, Ocon, Verstappen, Albon, and Lance Stroll, Norris, Joe, Jordan King, and Latifi, Sete Camara, De Vries, Charles Leclerc, and George Russell, Aitken, Matsushita, Giovinazzi, and Luca Ghiotto. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to F1 2020, the Mercedes-FiveFaa career mode.
Points finished last race. Let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Okay, race engineer. So, Shay Smithey has put his car on pole position for the Austrian Grand Prix. It's an 18-lapper, and Sebastian Vettel, his teammate, has qualified in 6th position. It was a decent practice and qualifying. Qualifying was rain, and more rain. So, we will go to race strategy, and we will go, let's edit this a bit. So, how far? Okay, let's go. Maybe we go 9 laps on the softs and 9 laps on the medium. That sounds very good, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll boost the tank up a bit. So let's go 25 laps, because you never know, you might conk out. So track temperature is 31 degrees, air is 22 degrees. Let's get down to the start of the 2026 Formula 1 Grand Prix. Waiting for all 5 lights to go out. This is the start of the 2026 Austrian Grand Prix. Oh God, what's happened there? Waiting for all 5 lights to go out. This will be the start of the 2026 Austrian Grand Prix. And Shay's gone off. Not a terrible start for Shay Smithey. And Daniil Kvyat has now taken the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Hopefully everyone has seen the last video of the Canadian Grand Prix. Thank you for all your support on the last 2 videos. So we will stay on board with the race there for 1 or 2 laps, then we go down the grid, possibly from 5th to 6th position, depending on the length of this Grand Prix video. In this case, it's the 18 lapper of the Austrian Grand Prix. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful day. So Daniil Kvyat is the race leader. Shay Smithey had a couple of issues at the start, probably getting his car into gear, but unfortunately it was Daniil Kvyat prevailed and had the good launch at the start. So we will stay on board once again with the McLaren driver Daniil Kvyat. Could Daniil Kvyat have a victory for the McLaren racing team? They're the second best car officially now on the grid in this career mode, followed by the Haas and the Mercedes AMG drivers of Pierre Gasly and Vattari Bottas. Massive gains for McLaren this season. So what can they do today? Can Sebastian Vettel, he qualified in 6th position, can he get up and get a podium today to keep his hands on the championship lead? So this will be lap 2. Oh, Shay's gone off a bit. And then we will go on board with Shay Smithey. He's had a pretty good practice and qualifying for the Austrian Grand Prix, but his race start, well, it wasn't great. And now he sees himself 2 seconds down the road from Daniil Kvyat, who's leading the Grand Prix. And Kevin Magnussen is trying to make a move on the young Australian. Can he do it? No, he can't. It's going to be an absolute flubber knocker of a Grand Prix. Shay chooses to have the softs in his first stint, and I believe he might be pitting in at lap 12, maybe lap 11, lap 12, depending how the race is going. So in this case, Shay just needs to stay in the top 10 and at least get a couple of points. He's managing to do that. His worst finish of the Grand Prix so far this season is 7th. So we will go on board with Kevin Magnussen. And Kevin Magnussen overtakes Shay Smithey for 2nd position in AlphaTauri. Shay Smithey is definitely having issues with his car. Not great at all. Kevin Magnussen, the Great Dane. This will be huge points if he keeps this position and end up finishing the Grand Prix on a podium position. Shay is definitely going to give him a lot of pressure. And it looks like Pierre Gasly and Vattari Bottas and Sebastian Vettel are behind Shay Smithey. Shay Smithey is now in 3rd position after getting overtaken by Kevin Magnussen in the AlphaTauri. We haven't seen this a while. Different drivers. Now once again we will go on board with Shay Smithey. Shay Smithey seems to be going down the order. Hopefully everyone has been enjoying the videos at late. Sorry I've been posting 1 video a week. Haven't really had the time to do 2 videos or maybe 3 videos during the week as I used to. But there's probably no point if I only got 1 series on my channel at the moment, and that is basically F1 20. Hopefully F1 21 will be soon, but not so soon because I'm going to complete a career mode on F1 20 first. Pierre Gasly was giving Shay a bit of pressure then. Shay actually fell off the track for a minute or so. Well, not a minute or so, a couple of seconds. And that is another lap completed, so we will go on board. And that is 5 laps completed now of the Austrian Grand Prix. So we are on board with Vattari Bottas, former world champion of the Mercedes-FiveFaa racing team. And Sebastian Vettel in the background has overtaken Pierre Gasly. Is it for 5th position? Yes, for 5th position. Getting the job done. Shay's definitely has a different driving style. Kind of struggling on the racing line. He's got good handling, that's for sure, Shay Smithey. Well, most Mercedes-FiveFaa cars have really good handling. So we will now go on board with the driver who is currently leading the championship at the moment in Sebastian Vettel, the German. Having a pretty good season like last season. Can he go one better? Oh, Vattari's overtaken Shay. Shay, can he get back in front? It's a bit of a clock jam there. Oh, side by side, both Mercedes-FiveFaa drivers. Who will let go? Well, Sebastian has let go, and Sebastian has made the opportunity to overtake Vattari Bottas and Shay Smithey. Now Vattari Bottas is now in 5th position, and Sebastian Vettel is now in 3rd. Too much action here. And this is lap 7. Absolutely crazy driving. So we're going to go on board with Shay Smithey again. Can Shay stay in touch with his teammate Sebastian Vettel? Bit of a gap opening between Bottas and Pierre Gasly. Brilliant driving by the Australian and the German. It's been a pretty good Grand Prix so far. Lots of entertainment here. And that is another lap completed. This is lap 8 and we are on board with Pierre Gasly now. Gee, Pierre Gasly is a bit swervy, isn't he? Just listen to them cars. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, I think Sebastian Vettel might be coming into the pits, and he is. We're going to stay on board with Sebastian to do his pit stop. So he does his pit stop on lap 9 of the Austrian Grand Prix. So putting on the medium compound tyre, and that was an absolute beautiful pit stop. Very fast. And we're going to stay on board with Sebastian Vettel. This is lap 9. It's been a pretty good Grand Prix so far. Many changes. Apart from the race leader at the start, Daniil Kvyat. He hasn't looked back. He is leading the Grand Prix. And making a mockery of it. A McLaren of all cars leading the Grand Prix. Okay. Who's that? That is Vattari Bottas. We will stay on board with Vattari for this lap. I don't think Vattari Bottas has pitted in yet. Just listen to them racing cars. I love the sound of Formula One. The best racing category in the world. And is that the race leader behind Vattari Bottas? Let's have a quick sneaky poop. Is that Daniil Kvyat? No, it's not. It's Ocon. Okay, here we go. We're going to go up the order now. There's a Ferrari. I think that's a Bottas again, is it? Yep. There's Pierre Gasly. And that is a Sebastian Vettel. And there is Kevin Magnussen. And there is Daniil Kvyat. And Shay Smithey has entered the pits now. We'll stay on board with Shay. What compound tyre is he going for? He's going for the hards. That's pretty good. And there's Sebastian Vettel. Oh, here we go. Run at 12. Can Shay get Pierre Gasly? Oh, it's neck and neck. Who's better on the brakes? And it's Shay Smithey. Shay Smithey has taken 4th position. Well done, Shay boy. Shay Smithey's doing his thing. Lap 13 is now completed and we're on board with Sebastian Vettel. He is currently in a podium position in 3rd spot. Then in 2nd is Kevin Magnussen, and in 1st place is Daniil Kvyat with the McLaren. It could be team orders. Shay is probably not going to overtake Sebastian Vettel because he needs the points for the World Drivers' Championship. Even though Shay Smithey is coming in 2nd, and then followed by Kevin Magnussen and Jordan King. And Kevin Magnussen is currently in 2nd place, so that's going to help his Drivers' Championship. Lap 14, and now we're on board with the man himself, Kevin Magnussen in AlphaTauri. Driving the house down at the moment, driving well. And there's Daniil Kvyat in his McLaren. The Honda racing car engines sound absolutely perfect. Just listen to that car. It's amazing, baby. It's amazing, yeah, yeah. Okay, now we'll go on board with the race leader. 15 laps is now completed of the Austrian Grand Prix. We will probably stay on board with Daniil Kvyat for the remaining three laps, I reckon. So enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. A potential race victory for the season for McLaren, especially for Daniil Kvyat. Absolute scenes. Daniil Kvyat, wow. Another lap completed. 2 laps remaining. Or possibly 1, because I always get mixed up. Oh, hit a bit of an edge of the grass then, didn't he? Gee, I love these camera angles. They are absolutely beautiful. Oh, there we go. Kit Kat, patty back, give a dog a bone. And there he is, the race leader. Can he keep his car on the track? Can he keep his car in good condition? He is on the verge of winning the 2026 Austrian Grand Prix. It's been an absolute expedition in this Grand Prix for the fella. He crosses the line. There is 1 more lap remaining. Champion status. And there is second place, the Great Dane. And there is third. And fourth. What a Grand Prix. Great racing by these legends of the Formula One. And Daniil Kvyat, not long now for him. We are on board with the man himself. He'll win the Austrian Grand Prix, and in second it is Kevin Magnussen, and in third it will be the German Sebastian Vettel. The final couple of corners left of the 2026 Austrian Grand Prix, and currently Sebastian Vettel is in third position and Shay Smithey in fourth position. And McLaren has won the Austrian Grand Prix by Daniil Kvyat.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Not too bad of a Grand Prix today. We could have done better. Driver of the day goes to Jordan King.
It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for McLaren today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able
Congratulations, Daniil Kvyat, winning his first Grand Prix for the season with McLaren. Definitely a happy team at McLaren. Look at the pit crew.
To maximise the strategy and to stay out of trouble.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations, Daniil Kvyat. And in second, it was Kevin Magnussen, and in third, Mercedes-FiveFaa, the German Sebastian Vettel. That is the completion of this Grand Prix.